you're talking about more. When you're saying they're not gonna make it, you're not saying that they're not talented enough. You're saying the master plan isn't in their favor.
The script writer. I've talked to the script writer.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs turned into Kansas City crybabies, man. Kansas City Chiefs turned into Kansas City crybabies. The game against the Bills. I watched that game. I was watching that game and I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
I watched that play live. It was an amazing play.
Yeah.
And then, then it got called back.
Yeah.
Oh man, the reaction was epic. I think the reaction was epic because if you think about it, so if no, let me go this route. After the game, everyone talked about the coach and Patrick Mahomes talked about the situation. They said basically, um, we are not. We think it's a disgrace that this was called back.
Yeah.
I think that's very weird, right? Because basically you're saying because it was such a great play, the NFL should let you win the game.
Yeah. One thing that the players oftentimes criticize, and they do it, of course, very indirectly, especially if they're professionals because they want to avoid fines. But it's the inconsistency of the calls.
It is.
Sometimes you call, sometimes you don't. That brings insecurity, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I can understand if you're calling it the whole day, then yes. But if you're not calling it, then you're gonna call it. Yeah, doesn't seem fair to me.
But is it fair for the Bills to lose that game based on a something that should have been called the whole game?
The Bills,
Yeah. Because if they had scored that touchdown, then
the Chiefs.
Chiefs would have won. The crybabies would have won.
Yeah. Uh, I think a foul is a foul. A foul is a foul. You can dunk very well in the NBA. You can dunk over somebody, but if that person is standing below the rim in the circle, then you hit him. It's an offensive foul.
Yeah.
Point
Doesn't
blank,
matter how great the dunk is. You might be
point,
doing the 360.
point blank player, point blank period, point blank period. Yeah,
So yeah. So I agree with you on that. And I think it's a disgrace. But it also tells you that the Chiefs ain't going to the Super Bowl this year.
you don't think so?
I don't think so. Because if
So
you're so if because this is the thing, right? Right now, Chiefs are struggling offensively.
yeah,
They will win from every good team, but they struggle when it comes to good defenses. They cannot turn. I'm not saying that Bills had a good defense because Bills defense is horrible,
yeah,
but it seems they are struggling a lot. And usually back in the days, these calls would have went their way.
yeah.
But
Oh, you're talking about more. When you're saying they're not gonna make it, you're not saying that they're not talented enough. You're saying the master plan isn't in their favor.
the script writer, I've talked to the script writer.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
talked to the script writer myself. I interviewed him. No, I'm
yeah.
just kidding. But
Well, they're
no,
at the top.
you they're not in flow. That's what I mean.
They're not in flow. No,
They're not in flow.
they're at the top of their division.
Yes, but they won't win. Hey, dude, if you
They'll
cannot
they'll,
win,
they'll probably get the bye.
Are they number one in the division?
And yeah, not in a conference, in a division. Yeah, AFC West. Yeah,
Who's number two?
Broncos. Three the and with seven. So Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, and Chargers. As it stands today, those are
Let me take a look.
the standings. And if I check out what games,
Broncos, but how many games difference? Oh, just one game.
but listen, they have coming up the Patriots. That's a win. They have the Raiders. That's a conference game. They have the Bengals, and they have the Chargers.
That's
So
an easy run. That's an easy run.
so that's at least two games that they will win for sure. Bengals do not have Joe Burrow.
But they won't get the bye. They don't. The Ravens are now number one by a large.
Yeah, all right. That's true.
Ravens will have to lose two games.
Yeah,
So I don't think
that's
they'll
true.
get the playoff bye. But and you have they might get let me see, Browns, Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, I don't care about these guys, man. I don't care about them. Only thing I care about, I'll be honest. Only thing I care about if is Patriots staying at the number two position. That's
Number
only thing
two
I
from the
care about.
bottom.
From the bottom, yes, yes, yes. I don't care. Uh, we need to get a good quarterback.
Yeah,
But the crybabies, I don't think the crybabies will reach it. They are struggling too much. And so the thing is this, right? I think even though Kelsey is still playing very good,
elite. Yeah,
he is falling off
yeah.
slowly but surely.
Yeah, he did drop some balls a couple of weeks
He's
ago.
falling. So it's not it's not all of a sudden he cannot play, right? It's just the small decline has started because
Yeah,
back in the days you could get. I mean, I mean, the play was basically initiated by him. So the pass back to
the flea flicker.
was it a flea flick? No, it wasn't a flea flick because it was basically passed back to the guy who scored a touchdown. But if you look overall in the game, they're not scoring as much. He's not playing as a quarterback. He's not as effective. Maybe people have found out the way to stop him. I
Yeah,
think they did. And I think what's the guy's name? He was the coach of
Andy Reid.
no. It's Coach JB. Coach JB. Um, Jason Brown. You know him. You know Coach JB. You've seen him before. He basically broke it down why he thinks Patrick isn't a good quarterback. It's very gimmicky. And it seems to be like the gimmick is up.
Yeah, Jason Brown has a channel, right?
Yep.
Our oh, that's gonna be our boy. See, Moses was there as well.
Yeah, it was a good that
Uh,
was a
we're,
good that
yeah,
was a
we're
good
gonna do a collab with Simos. Shout out to Simoses. We're gonna do a collab soon on Double Dot Show. So stay tuned for that. No, man, but yeah, I mean, there's a chance. The challenging thing about the NFL is that the teams change so much. Like basically, you can have a one team one year, and the next year it's like a completely different team, completely different identity. I think Tyreek Hill was a very good player, and you can
they
pay
still
everyone.
miss him.
What?
They still miss him.
Well, Pacheco is Pacheco the one that's has taken over his
Check
place.
out the running back.
Well, you know what the thing is. I also see,
Well, he sometimes they put him wide sometimes, but he's
yeah.
mainly a running back.
Okay, so okay, yeah.
It's Darius Stoney who should have. So the guy who stood outside is the replacement they drafted. So And the crazy thing is, so you have you. I do agree with you. You cannot pay everyone. That's the problem, right? And that's why I said I think we did a show already about the Patriots situation, where you have basically you have a quarterback. You want your quarterback to if you're paying your quarterback 40 million a year, you want them to be the decisive factor. You don't want him to be the one who's not leading the team. And that's going to be a problem once you start having to pay everyone, right?
Yeah.
Your quarterback gets paid half a billion, 500 million.
Yeah.
You turn around, your wide receiver wants to get paid. You have Travis Kelsey that needed to get paid.
Yeah.
Your best defensive defensive end, needed to get paid as well. You cannot pay everyone, so you need to make a choice, and they chose to trade Mister running from
Yeah. Cheated.
Mister running from mothers. Oh, almost said baby mother.
Alleged mothers of his children.
Alleged mothers. Um, they chose to trade him, but it seems like he was one of the most important parts of that team
Yeah.
alongside Travis. So